Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday night, July 9th call. And we're so excited. We have a very special guest with us tonight to tell about her experience with LifeWave and what she does from a professional standpoint. And very excited to have her here. And before we start, I just wanted to state that none of the statements we're going to make tonight have been evaluated by the FDA. They're not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And furthermore, none of the statements should be construed as dispensing medical advice, making claims regarding the cure of diseases, nor can LifeWave products prevent or cure any disease state. You should always consult a licensed healthcare professional before starting any health protocol or any health, what we're using here as LifeWave, and especially if you're pregnant or have any pre-existing injuries or medical conditions. These products are in no way a substitute for medical care. So I just wanted to state that first, and welcome to this call tonight. My name is Geraldine Johnson. I live in Colorado area, and Peter and I are gonna host the call tonight. And what I'd like to do is introduce you to a wonderful person that I've met through LifeWave. And Debra, are you on the line?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, good. We can hear you perfectly. This is Debra Piatetsky. She lives in the Phoenix area. She's a wellness coach and massage therapist for many, many years, and she'll probably elaborate a little bit on that. And I had the good fortune of talking to her because actually the first person Peter and I put on the patches was Pamela Garrett. And so we put Pamela on the patches, and then Debra, of course, does body work on her. So why don't you share with us a little bit, Debra, what happened when you saw Pamela when she was on these patches for a little bit?
Well, of course, Pamela does overkill, and so she had lots of patches on, and I was just amazed at how much better her muscle and structure was. So Pamela introduced me to the X39, and I said, well, you know, I'm a problem case because I've had brain tumors for like 64 years. And I currently have a brain tumor that's inoperable, and it sits between my carotid artery and my fifth cranial nerve on the right side of my head. So I've had MRIs every year, and it's stable, but it's inoperable. But I have facial pain, and I lose my balance all the time. So luckily I have a stationary table because I've been doing massages. Actually, I do tendon ligament alignment. It's copywritten. No one does what I do. It's why I'm so busy. And so thank God I have a wooden table so I can lean against it and not fall down. So Pamela said, well, let's put this on. So we called Peter up to make sure it was okay to put it on behind my ear. And within 10 minutes, all the facial neurological pain was gone in 10 minutes. I would say it was like 98%, 95, 98% gone. And I've been dealing with visual episodes, losing my balance since I've had brain surgery 40 years ago. So I was like, oh my God, this is a miracle. So of course I signed up right then, and I wanted to wait 90 days doing this behind my ear. And I have to say it finally moved some pressure in my head significantly, so I'm a believer. And because I can't get the kind of therapy that I provide for others, so Pamela's like, just now let's try some other ones. So I started adding the glutathione, which I've been taking in supplement form for years. The carnosine I've been taking in supplement form, tried that one. And then I did some of these newer ones that you put on your kidney points and your, cardiac points. And my whole body seems to be calming down, and neurologically, I don't feel like I'm short-circuited all over the place. So I don't understand how all this light frequency works, but, you know, between breath and the frequency calming down, it just feels like it's like recircuited all my neurological relays that all these medical specialty doctors that I see can't figure out. They just think, okay, if it works, Debra, use it. So in a couple of weeks, I get another MRI. I get yearly MRI, so we'll see if it has any impact on maybe reducing the size of the tumor, which would be nice. I never know from year to year because it reduced last year by 20%, which was 1 centimeter. that was before the patches. That's from all the supplements and herbs and lifestyle and keto and paleo and vegetarian that I do. But I think that the X39 was the most significant because it actually took so much neurological pressure off my face that I could actually finally walk a straight line and not like I was drunk all the time. So
wow,
I'm a believer.
This is amazing.
Wow.
This is amazing. I mean, here you are, a health and wellness coach. You have your own issues. And I know that we had spoken earlier too, because you've tried different things with energy frequency, and the frequencies are too high for you. Is that correct? Because, you know, we have all been in different businesses, and I know it was biomed, or I mean, you tried some different things and you're like, I can't go there, right?
I do a lot of electromagnetic frequency techniques, and I have a lot of equipment in my place to calm down, because I can hear the frequency, the sound frequency, radio frequencies just walking through a room. I can hear all this electrical and all this, and so now I can feel it, but it's not like loud, like a buzz sound constantly in my head. So I don't know, it's just kind of interesting the way it works. I don't, but if it's just an application where my own heat sensitivity of my own body is absorbing this frequency, I think it's just going in, and I do a lot of breath work and conscious connected breath work, and I'm very conscious of my posture. It's all about, twerking of the muscles and ligaments, but tendons. And so I have so much strength. So a lot of my clients were like, they're like, well, Debra, you got more problems than anyone we know. So I'm like, yeah, but if it can help me, it can help anybody, but, so I've had a couple of my clients try it, and they're like amazed because they can't figure out, well, how can it work when it's just a little patch on the skin? I said, well, it's magic. I don't know. It's just magic. But if you understand the physics of it, if we're vibrational beings, and we're very energetic in as much as we're just vibration anyway, if you stop thinking and breathe, you'll calm down anyway. So when you put the patch on, and you just stay in the moment and don't be worrying. That's the thing about breath work. When you breathe, you can't think. So you bring in all that oxygen in with the rhythmic breath, and then this frequency vibration just does what it knows to do, and the body knows how to heal itself. We have what it takes. Sometimes you just need the right key to put in, to turn that key and say, okay, God, do your work on me. I felt very blessed.
Thank you, Debra. A few weeks ago, I was speaking to Peter on this, because we were talking about, because we've been in different businesses with frequencies, and we were like, light travels the fastest. So I had texted my son, who's Stanford, Harvard, doing his doctorate in physics, and I said, tell me about the light frequency, because it is the fastest. And when we look at different things, the patches move so fast for helping people, and it has to be the light frequency. I mean, I don't know. I really would love to ask David Schmidt on that for sure, because it is interesting how that works. And plus the fact that you are so sensitive, and that your body allows you to use the patch, and then the fact that it happened so fast was really, really cool. And,
I'm really sensitive, like ridiculously sensitive. And I think it's between the breath and our own heat of our own body, and our own neurologically, the electromagnetic frequency of our own existence. And so when I consciously breathe, I can actually feel the pulsation of stuff shifting in my body just when I have the patch on. So I just, whatever the frequency and the patches are doing, it just knows how to harmonize, is my gut feeling. It harmonizes with our DNA, our RNA, our cellular, structure. And it just starts like relaying information, because I've done so many therapies, and, if you got it, my whole neurological system was short circuited. And so the mere fact that I can put I usually just do one at a time, maybe two patches, and I can instantly feel like the rays of like neurological sequences just like going in one direction, another direction. It's like, okay, everything's like connecting, like an electrical circuit board. So I know the physics has been around a long time.
It's so interesting to hear this. I mean, yeah, it's amazing, because I know it's different for every body, right? Because every body is different. And the fact that it goes to where it needs to go for you. And then for the next person, it's going to where it needs to go for them. It's very
Debra.
exciting. And
you know what I've noticed with some of my clients is, so when they put it on, they're like, you there? Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
oh, are we here? You're here.
You still there?
Yes.
So what
Yep,
I've noticed
we're here.
is some of them, they're kind of surprised, like, okay, the key that they noticed the most was the focus, the attention level. They could get a lot more done. And when they take, so they'll experiment and have it on for a day or two and then take it off, and they're like, oh my God, I just got stupid. As soon as I put the patch on, I'm feeling like I'm smart and focused, and I get so much done. It's amazing. I said, it's just that we are so short-circuited because the air is polluted, the food's not the best, a lot of chemicals. But I think the key, I would hope that maybe they put this in the literature, is actually conscious connected breath work, where you really concentrate on breathing in and out. There's 1,000 different ways to breathe. It's all over the internet, because then the nitric oxide builds up in your own body. So then you have the cardiac system working along with the neurological. And so then the frequency can actually hold on even deeper without having to take like beet powder or take a bunch of supplements. You can just make sure your system is in a higher gear. And don't think, just be. That's what breath does. Be in the moment.
Debra, have you experienced or have you seen anything physically change on you? Physically?
Not yet. I've always had a weight issue. I was trying the weight patches, and my appetite's down, but I don't have pituitary gland. So when you don't have the master gland in the body, you get so short-circuited. So I just have a lot of strength and endurance. I mean, I'm 69 and a half years old, and I do like 5-6 hours of massage 5 days a week. So people are like amazed, and I still have strength. So I guess my mood's a little bit better. I'm a little more focused. I also have autism. I just found that out when I was 66. So the patches really help with my focus.
Wow.
I mean, I could have 10 projects going on at once. Now I can finish one and go on to another one without having all these projects going on every day, all day long. So I like the focused mind. Maybe because I have it, right behind my ear. Leave it on. I probably leave it on about 14, 15 hours a day, because I only take like a 4 or 5 hour nap at night. So it's usually on 14 hours at least. And so usually from 10 in the morning till like 1:30 or 2, I keep it on. So I don't know if that's too much, but I figure I'm still awake.
Well, thank you so much, Debra. Thank you for your testimonial. And I still remember the first time we were on the phone. And yeah, I was so shocked when I heard it, your testimonial back then. And thank you so much for the update. And we will come around back for you very soon. So take care, okay, Debra?
Thanks so much for introducing me.
You're welcome. We'll talk to you soon. So, Sherilyn, can you share with us, why does this patch work? How does it work? And yeah.
Oh, absolutely. So it was so, she's like, where's the patches longer? I'm like, oh, it's my 12 hours. So I'm like, keep pulling the patches off. She says she keeps them on. I'm like, okay, that time of night for me, 7 o'clock here. So what's really great about the patches and stuff, they're so simple and easy to use. And so what happens is they come in a sleeve like this, basically 30-day supply. And then in that, we call it a sleeve, there's the patches, right? So you just unpeel the back, and for most of us, it's behind the neck or below the belly button, or there's some other areas that we like, and sometimes we just move it around in different areas depending on what we feel like for the day. And so we wear them for usually 12 hours on, 12 hours off. And so what happens is there's organic crystals in this patch, and with the heat of your skin, it just starts to work, right? So like when you go in the sun and get vitamin D, how is your body getting that vitamin D? These are non-transdermal, so nothing goes into the skin. And what they do is, I don't want to get into it too technically because that's a lot for people, but it just activates this GHK copper peptide in the body, which helps activate stem cells. And so when I had called Peter end of December, basically looking for something else, and he was mentioning this product. I knew all about the product. I hadn't used it for a long time, but when he mentioned stem cells, I was automatically in on it because, first of all, I wanted to help Pamela. I call her my third mom affectionately, and she calls me one of her daughters. And she had some really excruciating pain going on from a surgery that was botched. And I always look for what's out there to help people, because health has a lot of different aspects to it, you know, from what you eat, what you drink, what you think, and all these other things. So I am looking for and searching for things that is new. And this wasn't new. I mean, the company's been around for a long time, but the stem cell piece came around a little over a year ago. And what's so amazing about this stem cell patch is that we actually got a patent on it a couple months ago, and patents usually take up to 5 years to get. We just got it with that, I think, with a little over a year. Now there's nobody who can touch us for like 20 years. And so this, when I got on the patch too, I knew that I would notice little things, but they're going to be pretty subtle for me because I'm pretty healthy. But definitely that mental clarity, focus, gym workouts better, more flexibility. My sleep is off the charts now, and I don't really need more energy. I just need more focused energy, and then I also need to have the ability to sleep at night. And so I started putting the hardest people I knew on the patches and had incredible results. And so with the stem cells, what I have learned, of course, is that by the time we're like 35, we lost like 50% of our stem cell activity. And by the time you're almost my age, all of it's gone. So we need to reactivate that, get everything going. And that's what's so cool about the patches. They're simple, they're easy to use. Some people notice results immediately. Like, look at Debra. She noticed something that she had had for almost her whole life in a few minutes. But she also knows stuff because she's an energy person, right? Because she knows what's going on in her body. And then there's other people, it might take a little bit longer. And also the way the patch works is it goes with this pluripotent stem cells, it goes to where it needs to go first. So we don't always know what's going on in our body. What we feel on the outside probably took a long time to manifest. So what we wanted, so it could be working on different things before the stuff that you actually see on the outside actually clears up. And so I just, basically we have these envelopes. And so I send them out to people with some samples if I have to. A lot of time I don't have to send out samples, because if I get the people to just watch a few videos and stuff, they're going to need it. And that's what happened with me, with Peter. I said, okay, Peter, I'm in. Next thing I know, Pamela's in, and she wants to get the largest package. And I'm like, now I have to upgrade. And so it kind of started that way. And Debra was the same way. I think she started at the top position too. So it's just very, very exciting. And Peter, I'm just going to let you go into a little bit more on the business piece. And if people want to use the patches or they'd like to get started on them, how they may do that.
Okay. Thank you so much, Geraldine, for explaining how the product works. And really, everyone here is on the call. We all have heard of stem cells, right? It's really very invasive. It costs a lot of money, but it works. If it didn't work, people would not pay for it. But when I was introduced to this through Marcy a little bit over 10 months ago, the only thing I knew in the back of my mind was like, wow, non-invasive, regeneration and repair for less than a cup of coffee. So I want everyone on this call to really go back to the roots of health. We are a cell. If we can turn on and activate new cells in your body and turn your old tissues new again, this is the reason why we're experiencing all these amazing, incredible issues that are diminishing, because your body will know what to do. So we get a lot of people asking, does this help for this? Does this help for diabetes? Does this help for vascular? Does this help for dementia or Parkinson's? We cannot say it helps for anything. But what we can say is, if your cells are regenerating and you're becoming a new person, if once you put this on and it's decoding your DNA because of a light therapy and it's tuning up your body, what do you think is going to happen to your body? And that's what's exactly happening today. And before I show everyone really how to get this amazing product, I want everyone just to take a look at what's inside your medicine cabinet. What are you spending your money on every day? Are you on any medications? Are you on opioids? Are you taking sleeping pills? Are you drinking Red Bull, Monster, or just taking energy drinks? Are you taking some kind of a hair therapy that you're paying thousands of dollars to grow back your hair with, right? What if literally for less than a cup of coffee, this one product right here can replace 10, 15, or 20 of different products that you are already using, literally by activating your own body stem cells, which is you, right? So when I saw this, I was so excited. It's only been 10 months ago. So when I did the research though, who's behind this? So LifeWave is a 15-year-old company. The owner is David Schmidt. He is the CEO. He's also the formulator of all these patches. And in the last 10 years ago, he knew the future was about stem cells. He put a little bit over $4 million 39 times to try, and that's why it's called the X39, because it took 39 different trials to get it to this final product. And the product has been out for a little bit over a year and a half. It has literally doubled the sales of this company in LifeWave in less than a year. And LifeWave currently is distributing to over 100 countries. Our biggest market is Japan. And you know, when the Japanese, when they find a good product, they explode it. They know it's good and they share it. So this is Japanese approved, okay, everyone? And also it has a 20-year patent on it. No one can copy this product. So we are so excited to hear all these testimonials every day. We have built a beautiful community around it, and we just love sharing and patching every day. So how do you get involved with us? It's so easy. You can just order this as a customer with a 90-day money-back guarantee. You can buy this at retail at $149. We don't like anyone to pay retail. You can get it at $99 at wholesale. And if you love to share, like how we like to share, if you love to build a second stream of income, if you love to just be part of a community online, just become our partner. You still get the wholesale cost. All we do is we have 5 different packages. The more you buy at wholesale, the more the company gives you more patches, sleeves for free, which will even lower the price of the wholesale for you. We give you a free website, we give you a free app, and we give you an amazing support online to our community. And we recommend everyone, if you like to, at least come in with a 90-day package, which is called a silver. It's $299, and you can always upgrade from there if you need more products. Talk to the person that invited you here on this call tonight. Tell them you love to be a customer, or you love to just partner up with us and share this with the world. It's been an amazing 10 months, Geraldine. It's been a pleasure working with you here. I love seeing the transformation, and I love seeing everybody's transformation. This is like kind of going back to high school, where everybody's just having fun and working out and seeing each other just change in front of our eyes. So I'm so blessed. It's such a blessing to be here with everyone, and just love to say happy Thursday, and we will see you tomorrow. Geraldine, can you give everyone the updates for tomorrow? And see you all tomorrow.
So tomorrow we have the great fortune of having David Schmidt on our call. It will be at 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And so for those of you who haven't heard from David, I just love everything about him, because he's no hype, no nonsense. He's almost, you know, he always says he's an inventor, but scientist, very, very calm, factual. Everybody loves this guy, and invite everybody you can to hear this call, because it will be phenomenal. And he's going to explain the science behind the X39, how he came up with it, and a little bit of the company history, you know, and how he created the company, just those little things like that. And you will love him and you will want to share it with people. And if you don't have a few people on, you're going to wish you did. And so please stay tuned tomorrow and join us all and ask the person who invited you to this call, and they will give you the link and everything for that call. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a wonderful night.
Thank you. Bye, y'all. See you tomorrow.
Bye.